Oh, I'm okay, but yeah, still moving on though.
Oh,
Mhm. I'm so sorry for being absent for 2 days.
oh,
Have you
it's
heard the
okay.
news?
Mm.
Yeah, have you heard the news? Well, I was
About
absent because it was an emergency. My grandmother died.
oh my God.
Yeah, so I have to immediately go home to
Oh
our
yeah,
home.
yeah,
Mhm.
sure. I feel sorry for that.
Mhm. Well, it's okay, but now she can take a rest, and of course, she will not have a hard time with dealing with the illnesses that she has.
Yeah,
It's okay. Yeah, but
but
it's just so sudden.
yeah,
Mhm.
but I think you have to get more vacation.
No, yeah. As much as I would love to, of course I will not earn anything, so I still have to just today. Well, tomorrow will be the burial.
Mm.
Mhm. But it's okay. So how are you?
Nothing special. I am fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm really sorry for the news.
It's okay. It's okay. Um. Yeah. So how do you want our class to go today?
Let's just have free talking today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for the last 2 days that we didn't have class, what are
Mhm.
the things that you did?
Yesterday, I changed the class with another
Mhm.
teacher, but I was not able to have a class because I fell asleep. Yeah.
What time was your schedule?
Oh, I rescheduled at 5 p.m.
Oh,
Yeah.
in the afternoon.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that I can have a class, but since I was
Mhm.
night shift yesterday, yeah,
Mhm.
my body just fell asleep. Naturally, yes.
Ah. So I think you're just so very, very tired.
Yeah, a
You
little
know
bit.
what? Before our class, I have a break for an hour. I
Mm-hmm.
took a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I still need to sleep. Look at
Yeah, we
my
need
eyes;
to
they're
do
so
that.
small.
Yeah.
It's so dark. Uh-huh. All right. So how about on the weekends? What are your plans for the weekends?
I'm gonna meet my friend on Saturday, and
Wow.
I have to go to work again on Sunday.
Uh, so tomorrow is your day off?
Yes,
Mm.
one
Your
day
day
off.
off is, yeah, your day off often changes. So you don't have the permanent day off.
Permanent day off?
Yeah, you
Mhm.
don't have a stable day
Ah,
off.
yes, that's true. It is random.
Ah, wow, it's so hard.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so how can you adopt, or how do you adopt with the situation? For example, this week your day off will be on Saturday.
Mhm.
Next week your day off will be on Tuesday. So how do you balance your time? You don't have permanent time for
Yes.
yourself.
Yeah. I tried
So
several
how do you
ways.
manage?
Yeah, I tried several ways, but I think there is no way to having a like regular schedule with the
Mhm.
shifting job.
Oh, in your field of job, don't you have a permanent day off or a permanent time to have a vacation?
Oh yes. Unfortunately, if I work in three shift, that is like um that is something that cannot happen.
Mm. Wow, it's really hard. How
Yeah.
many day offs do you have in a week?
It depends, but for this month I have 10 days off. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
10 days off for the month. So you can have like 2 day offs in a week,
Oh, yes.
or
Right.
it depends on you.
Yeah, it
Mm.
depends.
Hmm. Well, what if you weren't able to use all of your day offs in a month?
Um, in a month.
Hmm. Like for example, you just had 5 day offs in one month.
Um,
So how will you like use the 5 days that were left?
uh, if I only have 5 days of in a month,
Mhm.
I think I have to just take a rest during my
Mhm.
day off because it is too it is too little. How can I say
It's
it?
too short.
Yes, it is too short.
Mhm.
But when it comes to like 10 days, like me,
Mhm. Mhm.
mm, I think meeting people would be more helpful because I can get energy from them.
I see.
Yeah.
How have you, you're drinking, right?
Yeah, right.
How do you manage? Well, is there a time that you went to work with a hangover?
Yeah, I had them.
Yes.
Yes.
How did you manage yourself?
Um, I just try to concentrate on my work, and if
Mhm.
if that is, and I also have plenty of water, as much as I can.
So you just drink a lot of water.
Yes.
Mm. So, don't you feel dizzy or like, do you feel like you want to sleep?
Oh yeah, I don't feel like stomach discomfort or
Mm-hmm.
nausea or vomiting, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel dizzy and headache. Yes. I also really want to go to back to sleep again.
Yes, because
Yeah.
if your job is dealing with people and with patients, so you have to have the patience, right?
Yeah,
You have to
right,
have
right.
patience. So in my case, because I am thinking sometimes, if I have a hangover, it's really hard to talk all the time. It's really hard to like manage yourself. Like
Yeah,
you can't
right.
think of things very well,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So, in your case, because since you're always dealing with people and you have to be patient with every patient
Mhm.
that you have, then, well, it's a challenge. So,
Yeah, right.
yeah, in your case, you should not have a hangover when you go to work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Even if I
Okay.
have it, I need to hide it.
Of course.
Yes.
Oh, there are times that if you have a hangover, there are times that you can smell yourself like you still stink like an alcohol, right? You stink
Yeah.
with alcohol. So how do you manage yourself by that?
First I have to wear a mask so
Mhm.
that I can hide my nose and mouth.
Mhm.
Yes, that is the way, and I also apply some perfume to me.
You also.
Applies perfume.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? It's just yesterday, 'cause yeah, I just came from a trip from my hometown,
Mhm.
and my cousin also have to go to work,
Mhm.
but she has a hangover. So this
Mhm.
morning,
Mhm.
um, my friend told me that you should tell your cousin to chew a bread.
Bread.
Yeah, bread,
Uh-huh.
like
The.
white bread.
Mhm.
Mhm. Because she smells like alcohol.
Mhm.
Because she's crying all the time. She's so drunk.
Mhm.
And then we have to go back here in our city because we have to go to work. So
Mhm.
she my cousin asked me, "What will I do? I still smell like alcohol." So I told her I don't know. So I asked my friend, "Do you have any suggestions on how we can remove alcohol from our breath?"
Mhm.
So my friend told me that you have to chew bread,
Mm.
white bread. So if
Mhm.
you still smell that if you can smell yourself like you still smell like an alcohol,
Mhm.
then you should chew bread.
Mm.
Even though, yeah, because even though my cousin already brushed her teeth, she had mouthwash, she still stinks like an alcohol.
Oh.
So,
So.
yeah,
Mhm.
because maybe because she cried a lot and then she didn't have enough sleep.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know what? When it was the first night where we went to our hometown,
Mhm.
we didn't have sleep the whole night, the first
Mhm.
night,
Mhm.
because we have to take care of a lot of visitors,
Mhm.
and then we have to, yeah, give coffee. It is in our tradition to take care of the visitors. So we don't have enough
Mm.
sleep. We have to cook a lot of things.
Yeah.
We have to prepare coffee,
Yeah,
and
right.
then yeah. Uh, I have a question.
Mhm.
In Korea, if you have a family member who passed away, so how do you take care of your visitors? Like, do you have to give them food?
Yes, we also give them a meal. Actually, it is a meal with a
Mhm.
soup. And
Mhm.
also we also provide them some liquor like beer and
Oh
soju,
yeah,
which is
it's the same.
Korean
Mhm.
traditional drink.
Mhm.
And do you do that ceremony in your house, in your place?
Uh, I'm sorry, Jihad. I think the line is static. What was that?
Okay. Um, do you have the ceremony in your place?
Do we have the
The ceremony,
ceremony?
yeah, in your place, in your house,
What do you mean ceremony? What kind of ceremony are you talking
like
about?
funeral. I mean the funeral.
In the funeral?
Yes.
Yes, we have. Actually, well, in our tradition, since we have this kind of tradition where we have to offer a pig,
Pig.
you know,
Mhm.
yeah, pig, the animal.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah, there's this tradition that we have to offer a pig,
Mhm.
and then we have to cook this pig, and then we have to feed all the visitors with this.
Mm.
There, that is the ceremony, and of course, we also have this ceremony wherein, if you're about to bury the person,
Mhm.
the priest will give mass for the whole family and the visitors.
I
Yes,
see.
that is the ceremony so far. How about in Korea?
We have 3 days of
Hmm?
we have 3 days of ceremony.
Oh,
Yes.
what is the ceremony all about?
Um, First, if someone died,
Mhm.
we are gonna reserve a funeral hall
Mhm. Mhm.
and yeah, and hang the person's picture. And everybody comes to that funeral hall and first they bow to the picture.
And then.
Yes, and then they will go to a restaurant to have a
Uh
meal
huh.
together.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that is kind of that has a meaning of um s- send like sending that person to a good
Mhm.
place.
Mhm.
So yeah, um we are gonna have visitors for 3 days,
Mhm.
and the morning of the last day, we will go to um we will
Mhm.
move to another place with that person,
Mhm.
yeah, to bury them
Ah,
or
but
burn. Yes.
mhm. Why do you have to bow down to the picture of the dead?
That means just goodbye in my culture.
Oh, so it's like a sign of saying goodbye.
Yeah, right.
Because I thought it was a sign of respect for the dead.
Yeah, right, right.
Mm. So, after you bury the dead in Korea, Jihe, how many days? Because there's also a tradition here in the Philippines. I'm not sure if other people also have this. We have this tradition wherein, if we already buried the person who died, we have to wait for 9 days, and then we have to have another ceremony about praying for their soul.
Ah, for us, we don't
Mm-hmm.
have any. Yes.
Oh, so after you bury the dead, then it's all over.
Yeah, right.
Ooh. And we also have 40 days. We call it 40 days.
Mhm.
After 40 days of burying the dead, we also have this ceremony wherein we have to offer
Mhm.
another
Mhm.
pig, and then we have to, yeah, pray for the soul again.
Mm.
Because they say, well, on the ninth day, after we bury the dead, on the ninth day, they say that the spirit is still on earth and it
Mhm.
roams around.
Mm.
Hmm.
Oh, I see.
So on the 10th day, maybe on the 10th day, it
Mhm.
will go like to heaven. That's what
Oh.
they say.
Mm.
And then on the 40th day, this is the day wherein the dead will return to dust.
Mm.
Yes, that's what they say. I'm not sure about it, but that is what we follow.
I see.
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah. And then after the persons, of course, there is the dead persons or the dead person's things, right? Like his clothes, his shoes. You know what? The things of the dead person, we should not touch that until the first year.
Oh. So just
Mm.
stay them in their place?
Yes, like for example, if the dead person has a room, then all of his things should be in his room.
Oh, for a
Because
year?
here, yes, for a year.
Oh.
Because they say on the ninth day his spirit is still on earth, and he is checking on all of his things. So there's a part there where their spirit is in their room looking for things that they will be needing to go up. That's what they say. So on the 40th day they will return to dust. On the first year, then it is the time for us to dispose. It is the time for us to dispose the things of the dead. Do you
I
have this
see.
kind of belief?
No, actually, we just clean up the room after the funeral ends.
Mm,
Yes.
wow. How about, for example, the dead person's body is in the coffin, right?
Yeah.
Do you have metal on the dead person's body?
You mean the before put them to coffin?
Yes, yes.
Ah, uh, actually nothing special. Like we will send them to the burying
Funeral
place.
parlor.
Oh yes, yes. With a car, um with a nice car.
Mhm, mhm.
And yeah, after that we just bury them, and after the ceremony ends, we just bow them again. Full bow.
Mm. How many days do you have in a funeral in Korea?
Like 3 days.
Wow, it's very short.
Yeah.
You know what? Here in the Philippines, there are times that it lasted for like 10 or more than 10 days.
Mm.
The longest time that I knew is not in my family though, but the longest time was like 14 days of
Oh.
funeral. Hmm.
So you are gonna have the ceremony from tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow.
Oh.
That is after lunch.
Mm.
So after my job, I will go back to my hometown. I have to travel again, and then I have to prepare for tomorrow.
Oh, so when does that end?
Hmm?
When does that end?
The ceremony?
Yes.
Um, like, well, in the morning, we have to
Mhm.
prepare food for all the visitors, and then um, maybe around 9 in the morning, we will be having the mass from the church, the priest,
Mhm.
and then we have to eat with the visitors until noon, and then maybe 1 in the afternoon, it is the time for us to bury her body.
Mm.
So it'll be until the afternoon. And then the rest hours in the afternoon, it is the time for us to clean the whole place.
So only for one day?
Yes, that is for one day.
Ah, okay, I
So it
see.
must be very, I must be very exhausted for
Yeah,
tomorrow.
sure. Do you have class for on weekends?
Weekends. There is, but that is voluntary.
Oh yeah. Ah.
Hmm.
So you don't have that. That is not a like that is not a duty.
Yes, it's not a duty.
Ah,
But
okay.
yeah, they will ask teachers if they want to teach on the weekends, but there are just limited slots for
Mm.
teachers who want to teach on weekends. I think there's just 10 teachers.
I
because
see.
there's no much students on the weekends.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
So yeah, but I tried to teach on the weekends. It's also good, but
Mhm.
yeah, in my case right now, I don't think that I can manage it.
Yeah, sure. You need to take a break.
Hmm. Well, in my case, I still stay strong and positive because, of course, she suffered for a long time, and we also want her to take a rest. But it's just so sudden that, you know what, my cousin just visited her, and then my cousin told me that she's so weak, she can't eat anymore, and then I received a message that she's already dead. Imagine that.
Yeah.
I was so shocked that I don't know what to do. I was crying, like I was crying on the
Were you
way
having a
going
class
there.
at the time?
No, no, no. That
Oh,
is after my
mm,
shift. I was
okay.
just, you know what, my cousin is just telling me a story on the situation of our grandmother. She's just telling me that she's so weak she cannot eat anymore. She can't remember me anymore. And then, like how many hours? Like 2 or 3 hours after, they sent us a message that she's already dead. We're
Oh my
just planning.
god.
Yeah, me and my mom is planning to go there this Saturday. It's supposed to be this Saturday because of course I still have work to do. So we're planning to visit her, but then it's too late. So, well,
Mm.
as long as, or as soon as we received the message, my mother and I decided to go there as
Yeah,
fast as we
sure.
can. So
Yeah.
by that time, I wasn't able to tell my boss that I will be on leave
Mhm.
for that day. But before my shift starts, I texted her. I sent her a message that I can't go to work.
Mhm.
I was supposed to go back to work yesterday, but it's just that there's no time for us to leave them because
Mhm.
there's too many visitors, and of course we can't just go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was absent again yesterday. It's so
Mm.
sad.
Yeah.
Hmm. Well then, everything. I hope everything will be okay, and well, let's. In my case, you know what? I'm still trying to be strong because
Mm.
she's very old that I think she also needs time to rest.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Hmm. Yesterday, one of my cousin like dreamed about her. She's crying, and all of when she's telling us the story, you know what? Everybody cried
Mm.
because her story is like our grandmother is saying goodbye to her.
Mm.
So when she's telling us the story, we're always, well, all of us cried inside the room.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, I'm really sorry for. I feel so sorry for myself because I wasn't able to visit her the time that she's still alive. We're
Mm.
still planning to visit her, but we weren't able to make it. So anyway, that's life.
Aw. Good luck to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you so much for staying in my class because this is a sudden, or this is just a sudden absent of mine. So I wasn't able to tell my students about it yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much for
No, it's okay.
staying. Okay. Well then, let's just have another class on Monday, Jihe, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate it.
Okay, me too.
Okay, so I'll just give you updates on Monday, and I hope that you have a happy weekend and take
Okay,
care of
thank
yourself. Bye
you.
bye for
Bye
now.
bye.